Yo, what's up, my friends? It's Steve from Straight Fire Picks. We have best bets for Major League Baseball here on Wednesday, August 30th, 2023. We have MLB player props, run lines, over-unders, NRFIs here for you today. We're going to have 5 picks, guys, that I think are great value bets for this Wednesday Major League Baseball slate. As always, we'd just like to thank you all for your continued support here on the channel. If you're new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We're still on the road to 7,000 subscribers. As always, appreciate all of your guys' support. Make sure you guys follow us over on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, at StraightFirePicks for more content, recaps, and things of that nature. Be sure to also check out our community Discord as well. Absolutely free to do that. Get access to the chat, more ideas for bets, and just a great way to connect with our community. I also have a link down below for that. And be sure to also drop your favorite pick down below for today's action. If you like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick. And we'll include your pick in the video if it hits. Speaking of our comment cappers from yesterday, guys, we had that guy calling Dean Kramer and Cole Reagans in an out parlay. Both these guys hit over 17.5 outs. We'd love to see that. Kramer with 6 innings pitched and Reagans with 7. So we'd love to see that. Great call from that guy. As far as the stream results, we had 3 picks. We ended up going 1-1. One of our picks got voided. We had, once again, Julio Rodriguez. I cannot get him to play when I take his prop. I think it's 3 days in a row I've taken his prop and he has not played. I don't know what the odds of that are, but it's absolutely nuts. But anyway, he didn't end up playing, so that voided, no harm, no foul. We ended up cashing Mookie Betts over 1.5 bases. Loved what he did there. Obviously, he had a home run there in the, I believe it was the 6th inning or 7th inning, and got another hit as well. So he had 2 hits and a home run. Love seeing that, guys. Mookie Betts is on fire at the plate. It's just ridiculous. Then we had the Braves minus 2.5 run line. I actually love this call. Going back to it, I was just looking over some of the stats. Really, really hurt. They ended up winning 3-1, so they covered 1.5, didn't cover 2.5. They left 12, let's see, they had 13 hits, left 12 guys on base, had 1 guy thrown out at home, had another guy picked off at first. So, absolutely gross, guys, when you think about that, but what can you do? I still love the call. Honestly, I'd probably look at potentially playing again. Freeland's pretty solid on the mound, though, today, so I'm not going to go against that. But we're going to get back after it today, guys. We've got 5 plays today, so let's get right into it. We got a big slate, so let's get right into our picks here. At number 1, we're going right back to Mookie Betts, guys. Over 1.5 bases here for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Minus 110 odds here on DraftKings. Still love this play, right? Mookie Betts is 14 out of his last 16 games to this line, 8 out of his last 11 at home to this line. He's a career 1 for 2 off the starter for the Diamondbacks today. Fought, so that's a 500 average. And Fought, obviously his numbers for the year aren't that great. He's another struggling Diamondbacks pitcher. He has pitched better of late, but I still like Betts here to be able to get 2 bases off of him. Guys, Betts is hitting .452, slugging .808 in the month of August. You literally can't ask for more than that. This late into the month, we're right at the end of August. For the whole month, he's hitting almost 500. You just can't go wrong betting on Mookie Betts. I don't care who he's against right now. He's just too good. I don't care if he's up against Garrett Cole, any of the top pitchers in all of baseball. I'd still be able to run it here for even value on Mookie Betts. You get the Diamondbacks here, guys. 6th worst bullpen ERA for the season. They've allowed the 5th most home runs. So obviously when Fought gets out of the game, we get into the bullpen, which is what we saw yesterday. Betts hit a home run there off the bullpen. So expect to see more of that, honestly. This Dodgers lineup is obviously very dangerous, and they should be able to have their way with this Diamondbacks pitching staff today. Fought here allowing a .260 batting average to right-handed batters, which I like to see, and that's pretty solid overall. We got Betts here, 12 out of the last 16 games. He's actually got 2+ hits, which again is absolutely disgusting. It's plus 200 on DraftKings for him to get 2 hits, by the way. So if you guys are looking for extra value, I think that's a good call as well. And also his home run prop. You just can't go wrong taking any of these props. I think Betts is just a great play right now. So love it there for our number 1 pick, guys. We're going Mookie Betts over 1.5 bases here for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Minus 110 odds here on DraftKings. Okay, and at number 2, we got NRFIs returning here, guys. Let's hope for some good results on these today. We got the Guardians Twins NRFI bet here. No run first inning. Minus 115 odds here on MGM. We got Bibby here going to the mound for the Guardians. 10-3 with a 3.01 ERA. 1.20 whip. 3.94 road ERA. So his road numbers aren't quite as good as his home numbers for sure. Much higher whip on the road and things like that. But I still like him to get it done today. 7-3 in his last 10 games to the NRFI. And overall, I think he could get through the top of this Twins offense. I really do. He's really the best starter that the Guardians have. I think here you got the over/under here set to 7.5 in this game, so I'm not expecting a lot of runs. And honestly, for even value, definitely take a shot here with the NRFI. On the other side, I also love the pitcher we got going for the Twins. We got Sonny Gray, 7-6, 3.06 ERA, 1.19 WHIP, 3.05 home ERA, 9-1 last 10 games to the NRFI. So between the two, we got 16 out of 20. Last 20 to the NRFI between these two starters. So that's obviously a pretty good percentage as far as that goes. And then you look at these offenses, the Guardians really don't scare me too much. The 23rd in first inning runs, 17th in first inning runs on the road. So I think overall that's pretty solid. You got the Twins here, 9th in first inning runs. However, 18th in first inning runs at home. So honestly, I like seeing that. Twins Park, is honestly a little tougher to hit home runs at times. So I think here, I honestly like this one for us here today. I think we got some great value. We got two, guys that are right around 3 for an ERA for pitchers. We got two offenses that, the Twins can definitely score in the first inning. They've proven that. But overall, they don't scare me too much. So, love it there, guys, for number 2 pick. We're going Guardians, Twins, NRFI bet here. No run first inning, -115 odds here on MGM. Okay, and at number 3, we got Paul Goldschmidt. Over 1.5 bases here for the St. Louis Cardinals. -110 odds here on DraftKings. Guys, we got Goldschmidt here, 11 out of 25 lifetime versus a starter for the Padres today, Rich Hill, with 2 home runs. So we love seeing that. It's a .440 batting average. So obviously, Paul Goldschmidt, historically throughout his career, hits lefties pretty well. For the season, he's batting .294, slugging .437 versus left-handed pitching. So we like seeing that. He's also, his splits at home and day are also advantageous as well. He's hitting .290 at home, slugging .488. And then during daytime games, he's hitting .287, slugging .511. So all of our splits are advantageous, which means he hits better than the opposite split. So we like seeing that. That's obviously a good thing for us. And Goldschmidt also swinging a hot bat right now too, right? 5 out of his last 6 to this line, cashing this prop. 8 out of his last 12 at home. We love seeing that. So he's swinging a very hot bat at the moment. So that's another reason why I really like it today. And Rich Hill, honestly, he's a lot older. He's allowing a .283 batting average to right-handed bats for the season. He's allowed 19 home runs and 109.1 innings pitched to right-handed bats. So honestly, I could see Goldschmidt potentially getting a home run off of Hill today. Seeing as how historically he's hit lefties really well, and he's got great history off of Hill. Would you like seeing that? And then if this gets to the bullpen, Padres about middle of the road in bullpen ERA at 13th, and they've allowed their 11th in hits allowed, so 11th fewest hits allowed. So they're hittable. They're not like the best bullpen. They're middle of the road bullpen. So I think Goldschmidt could still have some opportunities later in the game as well to cash. So love it there, guys, for number 3 pick. We're going Paul Goldschmidt over 1.5 bases here for the St. Louis Cardinals. -110 odds here on DraftKings. Okay, and at number 4, love the plus value we're getting on this one, guys. We're going Dane Dunning, over 4.5 strikeouts here for the Texas Rangers. +120 odds here on MGM. Guys, we got Dunning here, 9-6, 3.36 ERA, 1.21 WHIP coming into this game. 3.33 road ERA, pretty solid overall. So that's really not as much relevant to what we're talking about as far as strikeouts. What's relevant with that is more saying he should be able to get us a little deeper into the game because he has pitched decently on the road. So hopefully you can get him into the 6th or 7th inning. And I think we'll have a great shot to cash. He's cashed this prop in 4 out of 5 games so far in the month of August, including all 3 road starts. He's posted logs of 12, 11, and 6 for his highs this month. So he's obviously been very good. He's had 2 starts where he's had 12 Ks and 11 Ks. So he's starting to get that strikeout ball going, which is what we love to see. And the Mets here, last 10 games, they have a 30% K rate versus right-handed pitching. So they have 76 strikeouts in the last 254 plate appearances versus right-handed pitching. Like I said, works out to be a 30% K rate. That's over the last 10 games. So we saw, a couple games ago, I was looking at one of the logs. They struck out 11 times in 25 at bats versus the Rangers right-handed pitching. So if we get a repeat of that, I think there's strikeouts to be had in this Mets lineup for sure. I've always thought about the Mets as being a strikeout team, just between Pete Alonso and and guys like that in the lineup. They have a little bit more swing and miss in their bat. So love it there, guys, for number 4 pick. We're going Dane Dunning, over 4.5 strikeouts here for the Texas Rangers, +120 odds here on MGM. Okay, and finally at number 5, yeah, we're taking a shot here, guys. I love going for some great plus value every once in a while, and we got one today. We're going Washington Nationals money line here versus the Toronto Blue Jays, plus 205 here on Caesars. So, guys, so far the Nationals on this road trip that they're on, they're actually 5-3 on this road trip so far, which is honestly pretty solid. They're 1-1 so far in this series here with the Blue Jays. And actually a pretty solid road mark for the season. Not bad. 33-35 on the road is really not that bad. And then the Blue Jays here are, one of the kind of subpar teams at home, to be honest with you. 34-30 at home. They're not dominant at home by any stretch. They don't hit particularly great at home for whatever reason. You got the Nats here, 15th in runs in the last 30 days. Blue Jays 18th in runs last 30 days. You got the Jays here are actually 5-10 over the last 15 games at home. So like I said, they have not been playing well at home, particularly of late, which is honestly why we like it, right? And normally I would not back a guy like Patrick Corbin, right? Patrick Corbin, Nationals pitcher, he used to be on my high fade list, but he's actually kind of turned in a pretty solid season. He's got his ERA under 5 now, and he's really pitched a lot better for portions of the season. We've seen him go out and throw some great starts this season, which is obviously encouraging if you're a Nationals fan. He's got a 4.89 road ERA. The Nationals have actually won 4 out of his last 6 road starts, which is kind of impressive when you think about it. Kind of flying under the radar here with the Nationals, because you don't think of the Nationals as being, obviously you think of them kind of being as more of a bottom tier team, but they kind of sneakily have a 62-71 record, which really isn't that bad when you consider the expectations for them this season. So. And then on the other side, you got Chris Bassett here going for the Blue Jays. He's around 12 runs total over his last 3 starts. So he hasn't pitched particularly great at home over his last 3 starts. So obviously, I think the Nationals bats might be able to have some opportunity here versus them. I like the Nats. Anytime I think Nationals on the road, I kind of like to always look at them on the road. Especially, now if you guys want to take more of a safer bet, you can take obviously the Nationals plus 1.5. I think that's a viable play as well. I just like going for the money line here. I think we have a chance to make 2 units on this play, and I really think there's going to be some great opportunity to do so. And I just don't trust this Jays lineup particularly right now. Nationals honestly towards the end of the season really not playing that bad. They're playing pretty solid overall. So love it there for our number 5 pick, guys. Going Washington Nationals money line here versus the Toronto Blue Jays plus 205 on Caesars. Alright guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We're on the road to 7,000 subscribers. Sorry about the late video today. I know we're much later today, but we did get it out. That's the important thing. Trying to be more consistent about this, guys, and really making sure we get our videos out, even when time is not exactly working for us. Keep in mind, when you're watching this video, there's probably like an hour and a half until one of the first bets, I believe, the NRFI. So if you're interested in taking the NRFI, make sure you guys get that in quick. Outside of that, we got games starting a couple hours out. Cardinals and the Nationals, I believe. So make sure you guys just pay attention to your times today. All right, guys. Appreciate all the support. Make sure you guys follow us on social media at StraightFirePicks, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Join our Discord. It's absolutely free. It's popping in there, guys. We got some great research and stuff going on in there as well. So appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you next time. Peace out.